tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? Check. Watch what he's doing. Coming.
Wentz now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Check in. That's it. You can stop here, D.
First down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Brissett sets to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
We got three.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Exit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Move!
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
26 Mike. They can't hang with us. 26 Mike. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, wahoo. Check Mike. 26 Mike. You must be dreaming. 26 Mike. Watch the pass.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Evans has it left side. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Yeah. Wahoo.
A second down throw for Brissett. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
I got him. Go. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let it go.
Here's Brissett. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get the ball. Right there. Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz lets it go for Nelson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play fake, Brissett. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Des Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case,
looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his. His career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shit. Wait. Delta. Go. Let's go right here. Mike, 28.
Brissett on 1st down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett caught left side by Funchess. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing, Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down and 10 yards to go.
20. Hey, let's get this.
On first and 10, Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On third down, Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
They kill it. They force don't kill it. Hey, Wood. Hang in there. Switch up.
Wentz going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. Check 52. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Crunch down, defense.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike 28. Three buzz.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. Second and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the slack. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check the roll. Yo.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Brissett. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
Mike 28. Mike 28.
Rabbit.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 28.
coming. Check in.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. He's got it complete to Thompson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
3 down, 3 down.
Again, it's Brissett. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Yeah, he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
53, Mike, I got you.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And some space here. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second down and goal. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ebron. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, Brissett again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll throw again. Brissett trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go, go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Five.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Mike's 54.
Wentz now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
81. Bravo. 26.
Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wentz now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.